Hello, this is Tori from Thrive Association, and I'm excited to show you an effective way to join two ends of yarn together into a knot that's unobtrusively small and also strong enough to not come undone. It's called the magic knot. Now I'm using two differently colored yarns here to make it a little easier to understand what's going on. However, we found that the most ideal use for this knot is when you're joining two yarns of the same color, such as when your yarn runs out in the middle of a project and you need to join another skein to continue. A good thing to keep in mind when you're tying the magic knot is that we're tying each tail around the middle of the other yarn, and that other yarn doesn't move at all. So, for example, the tail end of this red yarn is going to be tied around this stationary part of the blue yarn, and the end of this blue yarn is going to be tied around the unmoving part of this red yarn. The first thing you need to do is to grab the tail end of the first yarn and make a loop with it around the other yarn. Then, we tuck that same tail into the loop that we just made. This will leave us with a basic overhand knot. Make sure to pull this little knot tightly. Then, you do the same thing with the other tail end of the opposite yarn. So once again, grab the tail end and make a loop around the other yarn. Tuck that tail into the loop. And pull to tighten the knot. And now for the fun part. Grab both ends of the yarn and pull tightly until both knots slide together to form a single small knot. Make sure to cut the tail ends off. You can cut them off right next to the knot. Don't worry, it won't come undone, I promise. And that's it.